Hey everyone, today I am going to kind of do a wrap up of the makeup project pan that I did. Now I'm going to go in a little bit different order than I used to go into because I'm going to categorize these into what I'm going to be doing with these products going forward. The first three products I'm actually decluttering. Yes, I'm getting rid of these. I did not finish them by the end of the year, so they're gonna have to go. They are super old, and I'll get into a little bit of details into each of them as I go. So the first one I'm gonna talk about is the concealer. This one is from IT Cosmetics. It's their Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer in the shade Light. I've talked about this in every single one of my Project Pan videos. This I've had for a very long time. It's like the never-ending concealer. Like seriously, never ending. They don't even make this packaging anymore. It's a lot shorter and I don't know, but it's different. When I rolled this in at the beginning of last year, the starting weight for the beginning point of my project was 8.31 grams, so 8.31 grams. Last update it weighed 7.45 grams, and this update it weighs 7.39 grams, which means, let's do some math here. Since last update I used about, what is it, 0.06 grams, something like that, worth of product. I used it 14 times over the past month, so 14 times equals the 0.06 grams of usage. And then since rolling it into the project, I used, wow, why does it seem like I barely used this? Not even a gram. I feel like that's not even a gram. Close to 1 gram, but not quite. And I used this so many times. I actually didn't total up the amount of times that I used it, but I'm sure it would add up to be quite a lot because this was the one product throughout my project pan that I used the most. But today is the day to finally call it quits, to get rid of it. It's not finished, but it is very old. And what I discovered the past couple of times that I used this, that it was actually making me break out under my eyes. So I don't think I should be using this anymore. So this one is going to go, and we'll never see it again. The next product I am decluttering is a lip product from Victoria's Secret, their Beauty Rush lip gloss in I Want Candy. Yes, I Want Candy. And I've also been working on this since the beginning of the year, last year, beginning of the project. Now, I have been able to make some markings on here, but when I like really think about it, I really didn't use that much. And I am a little disappointed in this one because I really did want to try and go through this a lot more. I didn't use it very much. Each month I had a very small usage of this. So that is my fault. I did not focus on it enough, but I am gonna have to call it quits now. This is so old. I don't think Victoria's Secret carries this anymore. And if they do, it's definitely different packaging and maybe even different formula. It has been that long. When I first brought this into my project beginning of last year, this weighed 13.68 grams. Last update this weighed 12.4 grams, and this update it weighs 12.35 grams. So that means that since last update I only used 0.05 grams of this product. Now, I only used it twice, so I guess that kind of makes sense. And that also means that I use 1.3 something grams of this product throughout the whole project. So again, not a whole lot of progress. Man, this is not starting off well. But that's okay. These are the declutters, and they are a declutter for a reason. The next one that I'm decluttering, and I'm actually really sad that I'm decluttering this because I had such high hopes that I would be able to finish the shade in here that I was using by the end of the year, and I am so disappointed that I didn't. This is the Physicians Formula Eyeshadow Quad in Canyon Classic. I had already used up 2 of the shades in here, so I was just really working on this brown one here. I wasn't even focusing on the darker shade. I didn't really care about that one, but I was really trying to focus on this brown shade. And it's a good shade, and I think that if this wasn't so old, I would keep it and continue to use it. But this is probably one of the first eyeshadow palettes that I purchased when I really got into makeup. We're not even gonna go there, how old that means that this is, but it is very old, and I just don't feel comfortable using it anymore. Nothing against the formula or the shade. it's time. When I brought this in the project, again, at the very beginning of the project, this one weighed 39.05 grams. Last update, this weighed 38.85 grams. I used it twice over the past month. I feel like that's gonna be the common number of uses. This is gonna be 2 throughout this video. And there is no new weight. It did not budge. I mean, I only used it twice, so I didn't really think it was going to. But that means that since the beginning of last year, I used up a total of, is this even a gram? I don't even think it's a gram. So another very disappointing one here. And another declutter. Next, I'm gonna talk about my Dermablend powder. Love this powder, although, again, this past month I only used it twice, but that is okay because this is a product that I will continue to use. I am not decluttering this one. It is going back into my collection or my everyday makeup routine little basket that I keep, but I am taking it out of my project pan. I am not going to be rolling this in. It's not something I'm going to be like hardcore focusing on just because there's still a good amount in here and I feel like I only use the tiniest bit of this powder each time. And it's just not going to make much of a difference. It's not going to be very exciting to share with you guys. It's not going to motivate me in any way. So I just don't feel like this particular product really makes sense for me to have in a project pan. Last update, this weighed 65.2 grams. This update, it weighs 65.05 grams, which means I only used 0.15 grams of this product. So as I just kind of hinted at, I am going to be doing my project pan a little bit differently this coming year. And I am going to be combining my makeup, my skincare, hair care, body care, all into one project pan. So the products that I am actually gonna be rolling over from the makeup section into my new project pan are gonna be the next 3 products that I talk about. The first one is going to be the lip liner. Now, I kind of debated about this one, but I just feel like this is still a product that I'm gonna use most of the time I wear lip products, and it's come a long way. So I feel like I can still make progress on this. I feel like this is something I can show you visible progress. That being said, I did introduce this, I feel like in the beginning of the project pan last year. I am still working on it. So this one is kind of a gamble product that I am throwing in and moving forward into my new project pan. But we're gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna allow myself a little more flexibility going forward. So if I feel that this product is not doing it for me for a project pan, I'm just gonna take it out and switch it out with something else. That's what I decided. I'm gonna allow that. But for now, this is going to be rolling over. When I first rolled this in, it weighed 6.38 grams. Last update, it weighed 5.45 grams, and this update, or today when I weighed it, it weighed 5.43 grams. So since last update, that's like 0.02 grams, not a whole lot. Again, just 2 uses. Since the beginning of the year, that means that I, didn't even use up a gram. Like, what is up with that? That seems to be my progress on all the things that I have left. So, grr to that. But hopefully I can do better going forward this year with this product. Next up is my Revlon eyeshadow. I feel that I am just so close. Like, I am so close to being done with this. And this is a shade that I feel like I use more often than, like, say the brown shade, because I put this all over my lids as kind of a base for the rest of my eye makeup. This is in Vintage Lace. I am going to be moving this forward. I feel like I can do it. I feel like this can be used up, and I am looking forward to the day that it is, just so I can feel accomplished. And yeah, and it's not that old of a product. I don't think this is really that old of my eyeshadow collection, so I am going to hang on to this one. It weighed 19.14 grams when I first rolled it in, and last update this weighed 18.16 grams, and this update it weighs 18.13 grams. So again, only 2 uses, and I only used up 0.03 grams worth of products over that time. Since rolling it in though, I did manage to use a gram of product from this. So let's give ourselves a pat on the back because we finally broke 1 gram of usage. I know that's not remarkable in any way whatsoever, but it's you know, better than the other products we just talked about. So we're getting there, we're getting there. Lastly, for my makeup updates is going to be the cream blush from Ulta. I don't know the shade. It's just this little pan here, and as you can see, there is tons of pan showing. Only used it twice, and there is no difference in the weight from last update. So last update, this weighed 2.75 grams, which is not a lot in here. There's really not much. So I have very high hopes that this can be one of the products that I finish sooner than later in the new coming project pan. I'll see you all next time. I hope you all have a wonderful and beautiful rest of your day. Take care. Bye.